A very good evening, everybody. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH286, Patricia and David. And it is actually a pleasant evening. It hasn't been a pleasant day. It was very, very gusty here this morning, and I suspect those boats that left today dilly-dallied a bit, and as the wind dropped, it's actually quite pleasant now. And in fact, here at Gulf Harbour, it's very pleasant, although 15 degrees is not very pleasant, but it's only 5 knots of south-southwest wind, which is much better than the really gusty 25 knots we had this morning. Only 25% cloud cover on the horizon, and the bar is going up 1016.4. So all is good. I see Alula are on their way. Not sure about what's happening with Passport, who took off yesterday. They appear to be heading to Whangarei at the moment, so something must be amiss there. But they're making good progress. They went up and they went down southeast, and now they're heading to Whangarei, for anybody that knows them. All right, let's just go straight to Iron Maiden, Gulf Harbour.
Good evening, Gulf Harbour. This is Iron Maiden. How you're going?
Oh, good. Thanks, Margaret. And you've been making good speeds today, I've noticed. So anxious to hear all about it. Go ahead, over.
Yes, we are at 23 degrees, 57 minutes south, 170.04 minutes east. We're currently doing about 6.1 knots on a course of 15 degrees true. We have 16 knots southeasterly, 50% cloud cover. Current seas is a 1 metre swell, and the barometer is 1016 over.
Yeah, I noticed you were doing a bit more than that speed-wise earlier on. Iron Maiden doing well, 2357 south, 17004 east, on a course of 015 true at 6.1 with 17 knots of southeast, 50% cloud cover, a metre swell, and 1016 on the bar. All sounds good, over.
Yes, it has been a really good day, and we're hoping to get to Port Vila. We'll have to slow down, I think, this time, about Monday, over.
When's that, Monday?
Yeah, well, don't make any rash decisions at this stage. I always remember one passage we did, and we decided to slow down, and then the wind just sort of slowed down with us, and we ended up in a bit of a pickle. So, those sorts of decisions can be delayed a bit. So Port Vila on Monday. Here's David.
Yeah, well, between now and then, you should have winds quite similar to what you've got now. So for all that grief that you went through, I believe the rest of the passage is going to be pretty good. And looking at Monday at about, just before lunch, 17 knots to 20, 17 to 20 out of the east to east-southeast, maybe even southeast. But give that little bit of a band and give plus or minus on the winds. And of course, there could be a little bit more in gusts, but that's about what the mean wind is going to be. Perfect sailing as far as I can see at this point. Over.
Thanks for that, David, and we're going to keep that in mind for Monday because we are going to be sailing into the harbour, over.
Yes, indeed. You'll be able to pick them up on the VHF quite soon. So give them a call and let them know what's going on. But you'll no doubt be you won't be able to go into a mooring ball because you'll need to anchor in the quarantine area with your lack of oomph. So get that sorted, and then you can sort things out from there. But that sounds good. I wonder if you wouldn't mind staying on frequency just for a minute, because there is a boat wanting to do a radio check, and they are just a bit too close to me, Margaret. Would that be okay, over?
Yes, that's all good with me.
Okay, all right. Well, wind shift, Gulf Harbour Radio. Do you copy? No, they're not copying me. Could you give a call to Wind Shift? Actually, I might have it wrong. It might be Wind Spirit. Wind something. Sorry about this. Brain's not working. If you could give them a call, please, Margaret. Let's try Wind Spirit first. Over.
Wind Spirit. This is the yacht. I made it. Do you copy? Over. Gulf Harbour radio, nothing to outside Wind Shift. One moment.
Yeah, they have this ancient Coden radio, and we're just a little bit concerned that it might not be working, although they did manage to get hold of Maritime. Yeah, try Wind Shift if you wouldn't mind. Over.
Wind Shift. This is the yacht. I made it. Do you copy? Over.
You said Wind Shift before, so I think I threw it correctly.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Gulf Harbour radio, this is your I made nothing to either Wind Shift or Wind Spirit. Over.
Yep, thank you very much, Margaret. We'll get back to them on the email and see what's going on there. All right, well, you guys have, well, it's going to be really nice sailing for a few days, so that's nice. All right, we'll clear with you and head to Alula, who left today. Well, good evening, Jimmy, and hello to Gemma. And it looks like you have taken off with a decent bit of wind. So go ahead with your position. Over. Yeah, I've got very crackly signal from you, Jimmy. Could you give me your course and speed, please? Over. Okay, 6 knots on a course of 047. Heading for Minerva 3457 south, 17427 east. And it's good to hear that the seas have calmed down. 1 metre is pretty good, so not too uncomfortable. Over. Yeah, it's you'll get your sea legs pretty quickly, and your signal will improve as you get away from us. I'm surprised I'm reading you as well as I am, with you being pretty close to 35. So all good. So good you got away, and very good that you delayed a day. It was certainly pretty nasty out there yesterday, particularly going on a course to Minerva. All right, we'll clear with you and talk to you again tomorrow night. So stay safe and have a good sail tonight. Over. All right, and I see Kazoo is on their way from North Minerva to Tonga. And for those interested, they are at 2304 south and 17807 east. 6.6 speed according to the AIS on a course of 050. Looks like they're racing Amici, which is a pretty decent sized cat, so we'll have to give Amici a good good penalty handicap, put it that way. All right, I think we haven't got much tonight to add to anything. Is there anybody wanting to join us? This is Gulf Harbour Radio listening. Did you want to say anything?
No.
Oh, I got an over, but I didn't hear anything before that.
Gulf Harbour, this is Kazoo, over.
Oh, it's Kazoo, over. Kazoo, I should put the emphasis on the KI. A very good evening to you guys, and it looks like you're moving along pretty well. So tell us what the sea conditions are like. Over.
Gulf Harbour from Kisso, we left Minerva this morning. Our current position is 2303 south, 17805 west. Current speed is 6 to 7 knots, and our course over ground is 41 magnetic. We have southeast winds of around 12 to 17 knots, and a swell of about 1 to 1.5 meters. Over.
Roger that. And you are at 23°03 and 17805 west. I don't know why I put east there before. 6 to 7 knots, 041 magnetic, with southeast 12 to 17 and a 1 meter swell. So that sounds pretty nice, 1 to 1.5 meters. You're going to Tongatapu, I think. Is that correct?
Sorry, Gulf Harbour, say again, over.
Are you going to Tongatapu? It looks like it from the course, but I just wanted to check. Over.
Gulf Harbour from Kisso, the plan is to go to Nuku'alofa on Tongatapu. Over.
Okay, got that. Thank you. All right, so you'll be trying to catch up to that Amici cat, but boy, they seem to be moving quite fast. All right, have a good sail tonight, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Over.
Yeah, roger that. We'll go on board. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Over.
Yep, cheers to you. And is there anybody else wanting to join us? No, nothing here. Does David want to talk about what he's looking at the satellite picture or anything? No, nothing much there. I'll pass the microphone anyway.
Well, the only thing I'm looking at on satellite imagery is actually north of Kazoo, and that is quite broken, and it runs just to the south of Fiji and goes southeast from there. It's sort of in between Minerva and Tongatapu at the moment, but again, low cloud, very weak, and possibility of a shower or two. Yeah, that's about all I see. There's really nothing in it at all. Winds look like they're going to be about the same tomorrow. Might even be a little bit lighter. Then they pick up again on Friday, but not much. Maybe about 10 to 15. Yeah, that's about all I see, I think, on Friday. 10 to 15 on Friday out of the southeast, it looks like. So that's a good direction. And so things at Tongatapu at that point in time should be very good, but we need to find out if any troughs pop up. So yeah, that's all I see. Here's the chief.
Not very good news about Passport. Thank you very much for the information, but one of them had an accident, possible broken leg and head injuries, so that is why they're heading to Marsden Cove with an ETA very early tomorrow morning, and the ambulance will be waiting. Well, that's really
It's going to be
tough,
hard to get back.
But anyway, that was a really bad day to leave yesterday. It was pretty snotty out there, but it was their last day of Cat 1. Sort of these things do make you make bad decisions. All right, this is Gulf Harbour Radio. Is there anybody else? No, nothing heard.
That is wrong.
This is Gulf Harbour Radio. We're clearing the frequency if anybody wants to take over. I'm just going to check streaming in case there's anything questions there. No, nothing heard, nothing seen there. If you're listening on streaming and you have a comment or something to add or a question, then by all means just pop it on the chat box. Cheers everybody. This is Gulf Harbour Radio Clear. We'll be back again tomorrow.
I'll tell you, that kind of thing really, really packs me off.